Hello and welcome, how are we all? Oh, blimey, that's loud. Let's just pause this for a moment, just before I get everything, all the settings correct. Display all, display driver names, there we go. Cool, and let's go to the grid. So, hello everyone, how are we all? How's your Thursday going? Hope it's going well. I'm just going to double check my audio, as I always do. Seems to be working. Hang on a moment. Seems to be working. Hang on a moment. Right, yes, we are good to go. So, let's just put that back down. I have my little budget coffee with me, my cup of water, or mug of water, and I'm ready to go. So, this is a GR4, I guess it might be a test event for the MRC season GTC CC coming up shortly. But basically it's no fuel, no tyre wear, race as fast as you can for 30 minutes. And the only stipulation was there was countries per car. So there's team UK, team France, etc., etc., etc. So we're running through the field and get cracking straight on with the racing. Here we are with first place in an Aston Martin. Good choice is Tommy Concrete. In second, is that a Jag? That's a Jag. Is best Jeremy Clarkson Jag voice. Hickorim in second. Mocking in a Megane in third for Team France. Scott Fabuki in an Audi. I didn't realise there's an Audi here in fourth. Midnight, aka Aaron, here in an Alpha in fifth place. Sixth is Leeds in a Citroen. Seventh, Welly Bob in another Alpha. Toby here in a Merc in eighth. Infinity James in an Alpha. Miguel. Manuel. I've forgotten. Now we've come to do the blimmin' commentary. I've forgotten if it's Manuel or Miguel. Miguel. I'll go with Miguel this time because I'm sure Manuel's wrong. And I got Manuel from 40 Towers. So I'm terribly wrong now. So Miguel here in a Merc in 10th. The Crow in... Is that a Jag again? I can't see. Can't quite tell from here. I think that's a Jag. Here in 11th. Brucey and his Brucey bonus, the young whippersnapper who's taken the mickey out of the older people in the group. Here in 12th. Yours truly in a glorious looking... I can't even say it. Can't even say it. If I say the word, I will throw up. So we call it a pug. Martin in a Merc here in 14th. It's a big field. Roadrunner in an Alpha. A good Alpha, this one. I like that Alpha. Here in 16th. And good old Marky Mark in a Iron Maiden clad Aston Martin back here in, I won't say last place, but 16th place. But I said last after all, didn't I? So here we go, and we are off. Oh, there's a full start already. Chaos already. Let's just go back to see. Well, who was that? That was, hang on, let's pause it. Someone, I think it's the third place? Fourth place. Was that Fabuki? You got a full start then. Here we go. Let's go from this view. Yes, he does. Oh, dear Scott. Gets a terrible start there. Leeds runs him up the backside just for good measure and gets damage. I think Scott's got damage for that as well. As we pile into turn one at Interlagos. Great track this one. I do like this circuit. It's a little bit of everything. Everyone cleanly through. I think everyone is cleanly through. Oh. So we go back here with Hickorim, who's going into first place in the Jag. To see where Hick got into first place. Oh, it's in turn one. Go up the inside. Here we go. Let's go for the cinematic view. I try not to flick about too much, but here we go. Hickorim on the inside into turn one. Well, I won't. Oh, it would be nice if I could see what was going on though. It's through the middle with Aaron close behind, pushes Tommy Concrete a little bit wide. So So we'll go on board with Tommy Concrete in the Aston, and you can see Aaron's there close behind. Trying to go defensive already as they're squabbling for position. This is a great place for an overtake down here at turn, I guess that's turn 3. I should know the names of these corners, but everyone seems to be cleanly through. Back here with Mocking, watching the race unfold in front. Where's Scott? Yeah, Scott's managed to keep it into 5th place in his Audi. Little turbocharger whistling there as he takes the foot off the gas. Let's go through the field. Toby, nice drive into the Merc. Oh, looking up front, see if anything's going on. Oh, Willie Bob, looking up the inside, thinking of taking up, cutting up the inside of Toby. But no, everyone's through. Even Berserker in his hug. So everyone's still with us. So we go back to the cinematic view. Hickram in the jet, coming around the end of lap 1, bringing Tommy Concrete with him in his slipstream. Let's go over to Tommy. Is Tommy thinking about diving up the inside turn 1? Thinking about no. Good stuff there from all the boys. No one diving up the inside. Nice line there from Fabuki though. Is everyone through? Just keep an eye. There's a bit of a gap now between the first 8 and Leeds back here in 9th. Someone's got a penalty. Who's that? Bruce has got a 1-second penalty. What did Bruce get a 1-second penalty for? God, he's already got it before the end of the start-finish straight. To go back up. Did he go undercut here? Yeah, he undercut massively up the inside there. Look at the boys streaming, all 16 cars still within. If you look at the map at the top right, all the cars line the stern as they're coming down the first main straight, as it were. So let's go back up to the boys up front. Having a good old tussle, no doubt. With Hickram in first place, let's go on board. Well, let's go back here. Watch Tommy Concrete's right in Hickram's rearview mirror, back seat, and there's Aaron watching the show unfold before him. Aaron dives up the inside. Oh, it's a little bit cheeky there from Aaron. Surely that's compromised him. There we go, that's the view. Compromising a bit, yep. Mocking's going to take advantage of that. Pushes Aaron wide. Aaron got a tank slapper on. Oh man, damaged Mocking as well. So Aaron, so's Leeds. Leeds has spun it as well, spinning with Leeds. But go back to Aaron as well. But there's Aaron going off in up front. Gets it on the grass. They're all coming off here now. At back at the latter part of the circuit. Where's Aaron rejoined, everyone? Where has Aaron rejoined? He's in last place by quite a mile, and he's got engine damage. Oh, disaster for Aaron in the Alpha, one of the front runners for the podium position. Have to keep an eye on that. So in the meantime, Hickram still cruising around. I do like the sight of that. An Aston Martin and a Jag. 1 and 2. Through the chicane. Fabuki, he's got up to 3rd now. So Fabuki was about 5th. I guess with all the shenanigans that happened with Aaron, carved his way through a couple of spaces to take advantage of it. Coming out. Nice crunchy roll. Livery there. Oh, who was that? Someone very slow in an Alpha back there. So who was? Is that Infinity James? Let's go on board with James. It looked like he. Oh no, it's not James. There's a guy in front of Welly Bob. Welly Bob. What happened here with Welly Bob? Coming down the back straight. Late on the braking. Oh, just gets it wrong. That's what it was. Just giving the position back to the Just going to check my audio levels one more time. Hang on a second. Yep, all's good, that's good. So, Welly Bob's lost the place now. So back through the field. Right, let's go back up to first place, Hickram. Still got Tommy Concrete right in his tailpipes. These two boys pulling away. Hickram's done the fastest lap of the race so far, 1:37.3. And then we go through the field as they cross the line. Taking the defensive line is Hickram. Tommy Concrete still harassing Hickram. So in first place at the moment on lap 4. Hickram in first, Tommy Concrete in second. Scott Fabuki in third. He's been bringing Toby and Mocking in fourth and fifth behind him. The Crow here is in sixth place. Welly Bob has got back down to seventh with Infinity James also in another Alpha right behind in eighth. Leeds in a Citroen. It sounds a bit weird saying this Leeds in a Citroen because he's playing for Team France. Here in ninth. Berserker in the Pug in 10th. Martin in an Mercedes here in 11th. Blackie's having a good old tussle here now. Who's this with? Oh! Let's go on board. Blackie pushed right a little bit. Yeah, Blackie was pushed right a little bit there, giving way to Guel. See that again. I think Mark was, unfortunately Mark was just touched a tiny bit, which just pushes him wide, which isn't really his fault, but that's going to give him a penalty. Here we go. So Miguel gets through. Bruce is trying to take advantage of that situation. Can he cut up the inside of Mark here? He's looking for the dive. He's looking for the dive, but no, backs out of it. So there we go. 14th is Brucey. Great looking McGann. Although it's a little bit lagging around. Back is Roadrunner in Alpha, who's now got Aaron for company at the back of the field. So, all kicking off. Nice set of battles brewing all over. Oh, looks like someone stopped. What's going on? Brucey stopped. I saw that on the screen. What happened to Brucey? Oh, Mark and Brucey in a tussle. I came away just at the wrong time because we were here a minute ago. Oh, Brucey gives Mark a little love tap there. Oh, Brucey. Bruce is playing it a bit rough today. Parks up on the grass to wait for Mark to regather himself. Just put those two boys all the way back now. So Blackie 15th, Brucey 16th. Still Hickram being harassed by Tommy Concrete, but this is where another good battle's brewing. Sabuki, Toby and Mocking probably stumbling over each other a little bit, if I'm honest, trying to find a way past Fabuki. Let's go back here from this point, from Mocking's point of view, because you're going to get a grandstand view of whatever's going on in front. I do believe Mocking's on a controller like myself, and Tommy Concrete, so it's good to see the controller boys mixing it up with the wheel drivers. Nearly two abreast into that corner. Coming through the infield section. Yeah, they're definitely losing time to each other. It's just letting those guys up front get away. Scott, I don't know if Scott's driving defensive or not, worrying about the two behind him, but it's interesting to see the different powertrains. You've got the Audi, the Mercedes, and the McGann, all line of stern, all fairly equal. So, Op for these cars is certainly doing its job. Can any of these boys with the tow make any changes to the positions? Let's go from this view here, sticking with Mocking for the moment. got a run on Toby. Is he thinking about it? Is he thinking about it? No, he backs out. He backs out. Toby's backed out as well. So, still as you were. Let's go back to the Crow now. So the Crow is now on his... Yeah, he's definitely in the Jag. In a Jag. Bringing Welly Bob and Infinity James. Great battles through the field here. On board with Welly Bob. Welly Bob was always whinging about the Alpha's top end speed and 50, it hasn't got 58, which is true. Still a really good car to be in though. Just going to check the lap times as well because we go through the next cycle of going through the cars. As you can see, Mocking in 5th place has done the fastest lap at 36.8. I'm surprised at that. Oh, I've just noticed something. We've got a change in the lead. So how did Tommy get the position as we come through here? Oh, got a nice run down. Here we go. So it is at the end of the first main straight. Cuts back underneath. Hickram gets his nose at the Jag. The Aston just side by side with the Jag. Pushes Hickram a little bit wide, but Hickram gives up the place. Or does he? Still, no, they're still side by side coming into the infield section. Great racing here. They've not really touched. Tom is very wide, giving Hickram space. Let's get a view up and see. There we go. But eventually, Tom has kept the position. Hickram's given up the lead. I'm sure he'll fight back those. Stay here with these boys just for a moment. Coming around and see what happens at the end of the start-finish straight, because Hickram, I'm sure, will want to get the position back immediately, as long as he can stay in the slipstream. Not quite as close as I thought he would be, but he's definitely in the slipstream. So let's see, Aston Martin versus Jag Power. On board with Hickram now, coming to start-finish straight. Has the Aston got the legs on the Jag? Looks like he certainly has. The Jag's not made any impression here on the Aston Martin. Oh, that's trouble for Hickram. That is one of the best places to overtake, and he didn't even make an impression, didn't even close in on the Aston Martin. This shows you how good the Aston Martin actually is. And he goes very wide at turn 3. Starting to get a little bit of daylight now between him and Hickram as well. Alright, so go back to this battle here with Fubuki. Oh, he's dropped them. What's happened here? So Toby's got something wrong. What's that? Toby's going very slow in the Comedy Club car. Let's go back to this. So Toby and Mocking fighting for 4th place. I don't think they got anything particularly wrong now. I think really just Toby was holding up Mocking at the end of the at the end of the start-finish straight. Mocking looks like he's got the legs on Toby. Can find a way past. It's another great opportunity to overtake this here. Andy, is he going to try and undercut Toby? No, he's too wide. Too wide. So these boys, 1 to 5 now, broken away from everyone. That's also just freed Scott, really, to now concentrate on catching those 2 boys up in front. Doesn't have to be looking behind all the time to see Toby and Mockings. Right, so let's go back through the field. So we've got the Crow here with Infinity James and Welly Bob. Still was Welly Bob was in front of James, but it's now Infinity James. Looks like they're bringing leads with them as well. Leads in it's a hideous interior, this Citroen, I have to say. You've got a bar right in your sight, and one of the biggest stanchions there to your left, blocking so much of the view. It'll be interesting seeing the Citroen if I can get close to the Alpha here. See what this is like, because the light starts to fade as well. You can see the sun starting to set over the Brazilian countryside. The thing with the Alpha is it's got great acceleration, probably due to 4-wheel drive, but top end speed's not its greatest thing. But yeah, they've lost the Citroen. So although the Alpha's not the best, as it were, for top-end speed, it's certainly one of the most competitive cars on the GR4 circuit. Right, so we go through the field again. Oh God, I was going to say, I thought he was got a bit wide there. We go through the field again, run through the positions because we're coming up to halfway, and see what people's lap times are like. So, Tommy Concrete in first place. His best lap time is a 1:36.9. Closely followed by Hickram, who's caught right back up to Tommy there. He's done 1:37, almost dead. Scott Fabuki's done a 37.2. So hasn't quite got the pace of the boys in front, but if they used to keep squabbling, then that'd just allow Fabuki here in third to catch back up. Toby in fourth is a 37.1 is his best time. But surprisingly, Mockings here in the McGann has done the best lap of the entire race of anyone at the moment. He's done a 36.8, so he's definitely got the pace. I've got a feeling if he could release from being stuck behind Toby, maybe even Scott, he could make an impression on the leaders. He's in fifth place. The Crow is bringing a crowd with him. The Crow's done a 38.3. Still being harassed here from Infinity. James has done a 38 dead, so James has got a slight advantage there if he can make it stick, find a clean place to pass. Oh, I think the Crow got turn one slightly wrong there, held up James a little bit. Oh, two of those boys were very close to causing a penalty. I just saw something going on in the background as Welly Bob's 38.1. But Leeds has dropped right back off on a 38 dead. I just saw Martin, here we go, Martin in the Merc, fighting with Midnight. So Aaron's making his way back up through the field. Was in last place at one point. He's bringing Miguel with him. Can Aaron get around the outside of Martin here? No, Martin's holding his line, and Miguel looks like... Yeah, there we go, Miguel's up the inside, blocks off Aaron as well, so Aaron's been pushed wide. Aaron fights back, shoves the nose of the Alpha back up the inside of the Mercedes. Lost a bit of time there, has Aaron. And you can see Berserker in the... Yeah, that thing. Still hanging on to 13th place. Best time of 1:38.9. Goodness me. Aaron's done a 37.2. Sildy, let's go on board with Aaron. Done this back straight, the start finish straight. Now got to turn Martin. Miguel's lagging a bit though. Can Aaron make it stick? Turn one, no, see, here we go. Fifth gear is where the Alpha's losing it. You can see the Mercedes in front start to ease away when it gets to fifth gear as Miguel tries to go round. Martin misses the opportunity. It's just allowed Aaron now. Oh, he just can't get the right side of Miguel. He's going to struggle to come up the inside of Miguel there as well. As soon as we get towards fifth gear range, that's when the Alpha struggles big time. But he's right in the bumper of Miguel. Here's Aaron. As the night comes down properly now, everyone's got their headlights on. There's Berserker cruising around looking silly in a pug. Roadrunner in Alpha, still a little bit off. Berserker. Brucey did not give anyone a bit of a bonus, and Blackie back here in last place. So in the meantime, Tommy Concrete. Oh, Tommy Concrete's got a gap now between him and Hickram. Hickram had a moment. He must have had a moment because he's dropped right back into the clutches of Fabuki. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I've missed it, so I'm not sure where it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I've missed what's actually happened to Hickram, but he's fallen black. He must have had a mistake or got a penalty somewhere along the lines. I seem to remember now Scott saying in the middle of the race Something did happen. Oh, as they both go very wide there. Something did happen to Hickram in front of him, which has just drawn him back. So this is now a 4-car train. Oh no, 3-car train. 4-car train. The second down to 5th. Go back up to Hickram. Just have a quick drinks break. I'll go to cinematic view. We go to Fubuki. There we go. Oh, I was on cinematic view. There we go. Okay, and we're back. So you can see there, Toby's caught right back up to Fubuki. Audi versus Mercedes. Coming down the main. Oh, it's just, you can see he's gaining. Great driving there from Toby. It's really, really close. Scott is a quick driver, so for Toby to be right on his tail like this is the hardest part of racing, I find. It's not just, oh, Hickram's got another half-second penalty. Oh, this is going to really put the cat amongst the pigeons. Oh, Toby went a bit too wide then. So this is really going to drop Hickram down. He could possibly lose 3 places when he comes to the next slowdown zone. But a Mercedes just can't quite stick with the Audi in front through the infield section, but it's definitely got the grunt. I'd say maybe the Audi in front. We're going to find out what happens now. Here we go. So Hickram's going to drop back. He's dropping back now. Fubuki's through. Toby is just about going to get through. Going to have to go on board because you can't. There we go. But the cinematics has got too dark now. Is Mocking's going to get a run on the Hickram? Is he going to drop down to 5th place? No, he doesn't quite do it. So in the meantime, oh, what's happened to Leeds? Leeds has dropped that back now behind. The Crow's had something. The Crow's been caught by Wellybob. Let's just quickly go back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's put that down one. What's going on here? Oh, that's what it was! Something's gone wrong here with the Crow. Wellybob's got back up to 6th place. He's gone so wide, giving Wellybob some space. He's giving him a penalty as well. Blimey. All going wrong for Wellybob. Leeds has dropped back. I would go to cinematic people. It's starting a bit too dark, actually. Plus, the cameras seem to be really quite zoomed in. Oh, what's that going on there? I can see some fighting going on. Is this Martin in Midnight? Here we go. Oh, I remember this. Aaron was whinging all night about the wall of the Mercedes, and this was the battle. I was behind. There I am behind in the pug. I had a grandstand view of this. this went on for about, oh, you see how quick the Alpha is there. This went on for about, the race is 30 minutes long. I guess this situation went on for at least 15 minutes. Aaron stuck behind the two Mercedes. It was very funny because the longer it went on, the more frustrated Aaron got. And I was hoping myself here in the lowly pug, at times I got within about 1.5 seconds of Aaron, but it doesn't even sound like a half decent car, does it? It really just sounds like a hairdryer. Sounds horrible. Anyway, I'm back here with Aaron, still squabbling with. So look this way, still squabbling here with Martin. Can't make it stick. Just watch this battle brewing through the infield section. Surely Aaron's going to get his nose up front there. Dives at the inside, takes a lot of grass. Lucky to not get a penalty there. Getting frustrated. I'm sure Aaron is getting frustrated with this situation. I know he's losing time, and he kept saying he wanted to get a podium position, but I was joking behind him in the pug, saying I'm catching him. Oh, as he's gone side by side with Martin. Oh, this will be interesting now. Coming around to the last corner, side by side racing. Great stuff here. No contact. So Aaron is as close as possibly he could be to try and get away, find a way past the Merc. He's dropped out of the slipstream. But he's now in the 5th gear zone. And as you can see, Mercedes just too much grunt compared to the Alpha. Right then, let's go back up to the front, see what's going on up at the business end of the race. Here we go, Tommy Concrete. It's now cruising around. If you look at the map there, the top right, he's, I'd say, about 6 seconds ahead of Fabuki Scott in 2nd place. In Audi, he's got a bit of a space now. Oh, I can see these two boys having a bit of a tussle. Oh, there's a really good battle going on here. Hickram trying to find a way past another Mercedes. Here he goes up the inside. Is he going to get rid? Yeah, they're side by side. Toby gives him space. Great stuff there. Great driving. We're going to get Jag versus Mercedes. Oh no, we're not, because, oh dear, Toby gave too much room there. There was no contact, just drifted too wide. Let's look again. There was no contact. No contact. There was room there, unfortunately. Toby tried to keep going. So where's Welly Bob? He's too far off that. So now Toby's dropped out of it and got damage for the fun of it. So there's only 7 minutes to go in the race. Unless an incident happens further up the road, that could be it for him. So anyway, so with 7 minutes to go through the field. In 1st place, Tommy Concrete in Aston, 1:36.7, fastest lap time. Oh, it looks great. Does that Aston Martin with glowing brake discs. Fabuki's in 2nd in a 37.2. Mocking is now in 3rd in the Renault. Doesn't show me his fastest lap. Hickram's in 4th in the Jag. Tobe has now dropped off the race a bit. Is he in 5th in the I can't get it right, can I? Mercedes, there we go. Welly Bob leads and the Crow, oh, 6th, 7th, 8th. Right. A right battle brewing here. Oh, look at this. How close could you be? How close can you be? Oh, no! Welly Bob tries to cut in, but he didn't realise that the front of Leeds Citroen was there. Just allowed Crow to get past. Oh, look at this. They're all joining the party. Infinity James is there. Miguel is right there. Oh, this is where the battle is really kicking off. 8 minutes to go. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10th, 11th. Look at this. Oh, within sight. Even Martin's not too far away. I tell you what, I remember this. This is me. I could see all these cars up front. I was thinking, I just want to be part of it. I just want to get in there. Come on, little pug. Come on, pug. Just do your thing. Get up there. Oh, just couldn't get involved. Couldn't get anywhere. So let's go back up here. Let's go with Leeds. Citroen really close. Oh no, let's go with this one. Look at it. Miguel and Midnight still squabbling. Oh, look, someone's taken. As Midnight backs out, Infinity James is just nearly taken out from Aaron. Miguel's still side by side with. Where is he? There's Aaron in 11th. Miguel 10th. Oh, this is a great battle here. Weddy Bob's trying to hold this train of cars off. Here we go. 5 places all up for grabs. 6 places up for grabs. These two have just broken away a little bit from the cars behind. Leeds has just dropped off a tad. And he's bringing Infinity James with him. Oh, Miguel punts. Oh dear, that was, I'm not sure if that was intentional though. Here we go. Got a feeling Aaron might have given Miguel a little bit of contact. Let's have a look. So, or does Miguel just get it wrong? Miguel's gone very wide. No, that was Miguel. Sorry, Miguel. That was all on you. He does stop though. Miguel trying to. He's got Aaron in the rear mirror. Goes wide, gets it wrong, brakes far too late, punts James off, waits for him, which is obviously the right thing to do. Martin's now gone through, and there's Berserker in the pug. Cuts up the inside of Miguel as well. So the pug's up to 11th. Goodness me. Infinity James regains his spot. The damage in his rear bumper from Miguel. Roadrunner's a bit too far off. Bruce has been catching Roadrunner, and poor Blackie is well off the pace. Looks like he's in danger of getting lapped. Speaking of which, Aston first, Aston last. Tommy Concrete got in front of Hickram and has kept it there. Lost the position. He was a pole sitter. He's kept it going, so we've got 4 minutes to go. 3 minutes to go. That's supposed to be about 2 laps. Fabuki in second, so 1 and 2, quite a long way apart. Hickram here in third. It's got quite a gap between him and Fabuki. 1, 2, 3, 4, all spaced out. So really, and Toby dropped off. Really, the battle is here. Look at this. Welly Bob 6, the Crow 7th. Leeds 8th, Midnight 9th, Martin 10th, Pug 11th, James is in 12th, Miguel's in 13th. Setting up nicely for a grandstand finish. Let's go back up to where the Crow was. Yep, I thought this was going to happen. The Crow's gone right up to. Oh, look at this, he's brought a gaggle of drivers with him. Aaron's there as well. Remember, Aaron was in last place. He spun off. Oh dear, Aaron gives Leeds a bit of a punt. Let's go on board with Aaron. It's all getting fast and fruity in the last few minutes here. Into Lagos. And slightly wide on the apex. Group of 4 now, properly. Really the only close battle on the circuit. See if Aaron can catch up to that Citroen by turn 1. Doesn't look like he can, but it does look like. Here we are, Crow and a Jag. It's caught back up to Welly Bob. Nice tidy line there. Could he get a run on the Alpha? Welly Bob's keeping it nice and tidy. Welly Bob just defying his age. Racing very, very well. Oh, has he got it? Yeah, Crow's got it. Dives up the inside of Welly Bob. Great overtaking manoeuvre there from the Crow. Oh, here we go. It's all kicking off here as well. So we've got Leeds being caught now from Midnight. Aaron's got back up to 8th place as Leeds, spent more time flashing his lights than he did looking at where Aaron was on the circuit. And Aaron's now got up to 7th place as well. But as Leeds has picked up a penalty, Leeds has gone far too wide in that corner. That sort of dropped Leeds out of the reckoning. I'm aware of the time, so I really need to go back to it. He's still flashing his lights. I don't know what he's flashing his lights for. Maybe in frustration. There's Aaron here. Is in 7th place from last. Can he make it past the Crow? Not just yet. Right, so 30 seconds to go. Let's go back. See where everyone is, because we need to be aware of where people are on the circuit, is whether this is their last lap or not. So here you go. Tommy Concrete in first. Fabuki second. These are all past the start and finish line. He's going to be the first to go across the line. So no, everyone's gone through again. So the first person to finish will be Brucey here, who will finish in 14th place. So Brucey's in 14th, Roadrunner in 15th. Blackie is still trying not to be lapped. But you can't see anything in the dark, can you? I have to go really to this view. Blackie's going to be last, so Tommy Concrete, I think, has got past Blackie. So Tommy Concrete now coming around the start-finish straight for the last time. Had an excellent race. The pole sitter in his beautiful Aston Martin, beautiful sounding Aston Martin, with the fastest lap of the race as well. Tommy Concrete wins the race. Fabuki is going to finish as second, but you can see that Hickram did start to catch him, reel him in a little bit. But another fantastic drive here from Scott in the Audi. Finishes in second. Hickram in third. Mocking in fourth. Toby dropped off the race, or dropped off the situation in fifth. And we got the Crow. He's got Aaron right behind him. Can Aaron make a move? Let's go on board with Aaron. They're side by side. Coming on to the start face through it. Who's going to get it? It's the Crow, 6th, Aaron 7th, Welly Bob will finish in 8th. Leeds is going to finish in 9th. Infinity James 10th. Martin in 11th. Berserker Boy 12th. Miguel in 13th. Brucey in 14th. Roadrunner 15th. And Blackie in 16th place. So there you have your finish. Right then, that was the first race of the evening, because we then did a reverse grid at the at the New Day Monaco. Oh boy. Oh, just before I start, I'm just going to have a quick drink before we get going. Hang on a second. So reverse grid. This is honestly, I hate this track, and for the reasons which you're going to witness, it's not a great track, I have to say. Here we go then, race 2, reverse order, and a slow start there from Roadrunner. Just means Miguel cuts across. This is going to be really hard to keep a track on everything. It's just loud. Oh, Roadrunner's been put wide here. Oh dear. Let's have a look at what happened to poor Roadrunner there. This is probably the best view. So Roadrunner tries to turn in, but can't because Miguel's there. Oh, it's not really anything anyone did particularly wrong. It's just dropped him back to the bottom of the field. Oh, I haven't put the options on. There we go. Right, so a gaggle of drivers, they're all coming down on a very thin piece of track, with Mark in first place, Leeds in second, Brucey third, Miguel in fourth, Berserker in fifth in the pink pug. Everyone's cleanly through so far. It won't last for long. Here we go, up to this. Oh, Berserker goes wide. It gets a bit of paint scraped off his pug. Willie Bob trying to avoid Berserker, just about Toby through. Let's go up front, because I know stuff's about to happen. Is everyone coming through now? Oh, Mark bumps the wall there, it's just allowed Leeds to go up the inside. That's a bit aggressive there from Leeds. That was too aggressive from Leeds. It's just caused a chain of events of chaos behind, I think. Let's go back and look at that again. Leeds. No, you don't stick your nose there. Let's go from this point of view. Here we go. So Mark is a bit slow coming off that corner. Leeds tries to shove it up the inside there and just puts Mark off. Mark's trying to get out of the way and manages to do so. Let's go through the field, see there's everyone coming down the field, everyone comes down the hill. Oh, Fabuki's got damage. Let's have a quick look and see what that was all about. We'll come back to that. I want to see what Fabuki got. Damn it, he's already got damage. Where does he get that damage from? Too many cars all... Oh, there's the damage for that, right. I think it was Miguel. Oh, someone... Oh, no, I need to go back. I just saw someone else come off there. Who was that? It was here, wasn't it? Someone went very wide, right? No, oh, there we go. Yeah, Martin drifts wide. So let's go back up to Miguel because I think it is here. Miguel gets it wrong at the bottom of the hill. So these two have a little squabble. Puts Mark wide. Oh, they're all bumping into each other. Something happens at the bottom of this hill. Oh, Miguel gets it wrong there. So he's got that's allowed. Brucey passed. Oh, there we go. It's all going off. It's Wreckfest. It's chaos. I don't know where to look. I just hope everyone's okay, and I think they are all okay. Let's watch this from my point of view. I remember this quite well. Coming down here, this is the view I had as I was racing. Avoided Mark. Coming down to the, I know it's not called the Falcon turn, but you know which one I mean. This one here, oh, it all, like the parting of the seas, it just worked for me, that one. So Black is back into fourth. Tommy's now got from last to fifth. Wow, that is some opening. Right, we're gonna have a quick look at that. So let's go on board with Tommy. He's cut his way through the field. I know we haven't got very far in this commentary, but we need to watch this. Full start again from Fabuki. 2 races in a row. So let's watch the race from Tommy's point of view. How he managed to avoid all of this chaos around him. Started in 15th place. Already up to 10th by turn 1. Go from this view. Once we've seen what happens to Tommy at the Falcon corner, or Falcon, whatever you want to call it, I'll then just go back to the race as it was. But this is interesting. It's up to 9th by turn 2. He's just letting the mayhem happen in front of him, is Tommy. Yep, here we go. 8th. Oh, he nearly cops a concrete wall in the chops then. He's losing out to Martin. Oh, there's contact there with Midnight behind, so he's still got hanging on to 8th. Very wide, managed to hold it, backs off a little bit. I'm going to talk about this corner here later on in the commentary. Doesn't shove it down the inside there of Welly Bob. Welly Bob gets it wrong, there goes 7th. Trying to keep hold of 7th place, but he's got the slow Blackie in front of him. Like he's trying to recover from his moment. Oh, and he gets a little touch there from Midnight. There we go. From last place to 5th. That's how you do it. Pick your way through the carnage. In the meantime, here we go then. In first place, we've got Leeds in the Citroen. We've coming down this back straight here. That little kink's a horrible little place to try and overtake. People do try and do it still. Leeds in first place. Brucey with his bonus here in second. Berserker in the Pug in third. I think he's just about to lose it. No, not quite. Tommy Concrete is up to 4th now. In 1 lap. Last to 4th. What a drive. Blackie's in 5th. Mockings is in 6th. Midnight is in 7th. Miguel in 8th. Toby 9th. They've all recovered now. Fabuki 10th. Welly Bob 11th. Been harassed here from Martin. Let's go on board with Martin, see if he can make an impression on Welly Bob. Welly Bob sticking it out through in the middle of the track. It's all nice and just about even. Always a little bit. Yeah, no, it's well played, Scott. Well played, Scott. Let's go back to Fabuki. I saw what happened there. So Fabuki coming along the inside of Toby here. Drifts just a bit too wide and puts Toby into the wall. There we go, Toby's into the wall. Scott realises that it wasn't quite cricket. Backs off, loses 3 places for being spotting. Good drive there, Scott. In the meantime, they're still all squabbling at that. I could never find the right apex there. Welly Bob and Martin scraping the paint. As long as he backs out of it, yep, great decision is to back out. But no, Toby gets it wrong. And Martin gives him a punt, which is just allowed for Boogie back into the action. Where are you going to overtake at this circuit? Oh, he's got it right though. Scott's got back up to 11th. Doing board as Scott comes down the hill now. I call this hill the crap hole hill because every corner on this is crappy. And if you get it wrong, you're slamming into a wall. Keeps a nice tight apex there to Scott. Good driving. So Martin's in 12th. Crow is in 13th. Roadrunner. What a disaster for him. He's back here in last place. He had to lose Hickram. He couldn't make it for this race, which is such a shame. Would have been great to see him on this track. In the meantime, here we go. Leeds. Cruising around now in his Citroen. Just in a positional change. Here we go. Berserker Boys lost out to Aaron. He's now about to lose out. No, he's not, to Blackie. I thought he was going to lose out to Blackie. Berserker Boy's got a whole load of people behind him. Coming to turn on. Mockings dives up the inside of Blackie. But Blackie undercuts it. Mockings, great move there from Mark. But the oh, I just noticed something. Tommy's back here in 7th. What happened to Tommy? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What happened to Tommy? Oh, I know what happened to Tommy. Yes. Now, I'm not sure this is a great place to overtake. Goes on the grass, gets blocked by Brucey. He had the momentum, that's for sure. Blackie there. Oh God, it's all kicking off. Blackie, yeah, there he goes. Blackie cuts back up the inside of Tommy and he's lost all those positions. Tommy was up the 4th, he's dropped all the way back to 7th. As these boys were squabbling for position, so let's move it forward just a little bit. Back up to here, so this is where we were. Going back up to up front. Lee's on his own still. Coming up the hill in the Citroen. Now got Aaron in 2nd place. What a great drive from Aaron as well. cut his way through the field. He's taking Brucey with him. Alpha should be good up this section of the track. Brucey's in third, and then we got another squabble. Here we go, Tommy Concrete. Been held up by Berserker and that pug. Berserker doing all he can to get that brick around this track. That corner there, we'll come back to there's something I want to talk about that corner. I'm going to watch how other people take that corner, but there was something I was having trouble with that corner in the pug, which no matter what I did, just couldn't be as quick as everyone else. We're staying with this because I've got a feeling there's another incident about to come up. I managed to get a nice tidy line. Tommy in the Aston Martin is obviously quicker. So go on board with Tommy. Now he gets the drag on me here. Now I've not watched this, so if it makes me look bad here, so be it. But I do not think he's got to. Don't dive up the inside there, Tommy. I was shouting in the comms, don't do it, don't do it. That's really not a good place to go. Because at this point here, I'm thinking I've got the position, and there you go, trying to dive up the inside, mate. No, that didn't take me out. Not a great place to overtake, I don't think. You certainly had the speed over me, Tommy. That's the main thing. He sees this now, trying to get me. Yep, this is Mockings. Yep, Mockings gets past me in the Renault. So let's go back up front. Ooh! I thought I nearly went into the back of someone then. Leeds still out in front, but caught away. Oh, what? Berserker's dropped right back. What's happened to me? Oh, what happened to... Oh, I don't remember what happened here. This is... Oh, do you know what happened here? Do you know what happened here? This, Aaron, I'm holding you accountable to this. Do you want to know why, Aaron? Because you were whinging all night long, and you whinged about something that made me giggle, I think. And that moment of giggle made me go wide, turn one. That's your fault, Aaron. Anyway, Aaron, here he is. Aaron, Midnight. He is the driver who, the more he moans, the better he does. It's inversely proportionate to... The more moaning is inversely proportionate to how well in the race he does. He was whinging all night long. I'm tired. I can't race. I can't do this. I've only had 2 hours sleep. I don't feel well. Oh, where is me? And look at him. Second place. Second place. Through all that carnage, he's got up to second. Got a purple sector time. Gonna go back to I won't do this up, I'll go to the next up. Who should I pick on? I'll pick on... No, you haven't got through to that section yet. But anyway, let's go back to the lead. So Leeds at the moment still out in front. See the map at the bottom right? Still holding his gap between himself and Aaron in second place. You look at the map at the top right, they're all still... Oh! Said that. Just as I said that, I noticed Roadrunner pointing the wrong way. Just gets it on the grass at the top of the hill, trying to hold it, hits the barrier. Still not quite done. Oh dear. Damaged the car for good measure as well. Anyway, right, so let's go back. Leeds here in first place. He's had a nice quiet race for himself. But he's now got the hard charging battered Aaron here in second place. Bringing Brucey with him and Mockings just behind him. So the French cars, second, third. Oh, we got another bomb fight going on. Oh, let's have a look at that. Let's go on board with Fabuki. Fabuki trying to avoid those two. Oh, what happened there? Let's go back. It looked like they were braking it early. Toby, where's Toby? I'll try and get a good view of this. No, he doesn't brake early. It's just Miguel. Dives in again a little bit too hot. Oh, is it? Oh man, I kind of think that's justice. I shouldn't really say that. So Miguel comes up. We're not really. No, it's not. Miguel didn't do anything wrong there, but that is kind of funny. You really shouldn't do that, Toby. You really shouldn't do that. It's apt name on the front of your car. That is the comedy club stuff. You really should be also giving that place up as soon as you just wiped Miguel out. Words fail me sometimes. That's Tommy. That was poor, mate. Sorry, Toby. That was poor. You really need to be waiting. If you do that kind of thing, we're going to show it one more time. This is the kind of thing you should be waiting for. You don't just cut across the racetrack, take someone out like that and think that's okay. That's not how it's done, mate, really. But anyway, it's a next time, just wait for them. In the meantime, oh, Martin's got it wrong at the turn. I hated this last corner as well. It's a sharp left. It's sharper than I think it gets credit for. Horrible. There's not much I like about this circuit, to be honest. My stupid little pug. Up in 11th place. Poor Miguel, back here in 13th, Rover back in 14th. So, right, we're gonna stick with the race leader here, because there's something I want to watch, and I wanted to watch how other drivers are taking it. And I'm specifically looking at the revs at the bottom right. I could not take, not this corner, this one, flat out. So yeah, Leeds backed out of it. Let's see what Aaron does. Does Aaron back out of this corner? Does he back out at all? Or does he just lift a bit? No, he's flat out. He lifts. Right, let's go back to Brucey. Does Brucey lift at this corner? Yeah, tiny bit. But it's actually after the corner. Last person I want to watch take this corner, I promise. So let's go to this view. Tommy's flat out. No, he lifts as well. So you're all having the same problem as me. And the problem was, as you can see, the reason you have to back out of it is that there's a little lift, as in the car seemed to lose a little bit of weight. And if you went flat out there, it would just push you wide. I'm glad I wasn't the only one who was struggling with that corner. It looks like everyone was actually had the same issue. Hello, James. How you doing, mate? You missed the fun and games earlier on. I had a right giggle at Wreckfest. Wreckfest at the bottom of the hill. But we've gone through it already. You can watch it again on the replay, mate. Oh, it's hilarious. In the meantime, everyone's spread out now. Let's go through the field. Leeds is still in the front. Aaron's reeling him in, but not really at a huge pace. With 11 minutes gone, so still... yeah, you enjoy it, James. There's been quite a few bits of contact actually in this race, but nothing... Apart from one thing which I've just seen, you'll see nothing too outrageous. Anyway, Leeds here in first place. He's had the race all to himself so far. It's going to be... You can see Aaron's battered Alpha in second. Mocking is in third. Brucey in the identical Renault in fourth. But then there's a bit of a gap there between them and Blackie in the first of the Aston Martins here in fifth place. He's now been caught by his UK teammate, Tommy Concrete. He's had a fun race. He's got a beautiful run up there, Tommy Concrete. Let's stay on board with Tommy. See if he can find a way past the Aston Martin in front. Mark scrapes the paint. Oh, it's just, yeah, Tommy lifted a little bit there. He lifted again there. Can Tommy stick up the inside of Mark at the top of the hill? No. Oh, he does. Oh, team play there. Marky Mark. Oh, team tactics. He let Tommy through. Yeah, then he stops Toby from getting through. Here's Toby coming down to the Falcon hairpin. Oh, he blocks him off. Bit of contact. This is just allowed. Here go Fubuki. I saw Fubuki. Oh, Mark blocks for Fubuki as well. Oh, he's doing it. Mark is. If there was any Lancaster Bomber tail gunners watching this, they would be proud of the job he's doing, defending that position for his teammates up in front. Proper tail gunner. Oh, that's a really hard place to overtake. It's not quite done it. Mark cuts up Fubuki off a little bit there. It just puts Fubuki wide. It just puts Toby wide. Oh, it's all kicking off. It's 6th, 7th, 8th. Great race. Where's the Crow? No, he's not in this fight just yet. Good racing there. I know 2 cars off the circuit there just for a moment, but there's nothing dangerous particularly. Anyway, so there we go. 6th, 7th, 8th. The Crow here in 9th. Martin here in 10th. Berserker in the Pug in 11th. Miguel in the other Mercedes here in 12th. Roadrunner 13th. Welly Bob. What happened to Welly Bob? Let's just quickly go back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's just go forward a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, there we go. What happened to Welly Bob here? Coming down the crap hill. Just gets it wrong, I guess. There he goes. Just got it wrong. Punts the car into the front. Oh dear, poor old Welly Bob. Right, back up front to Leeds. Go forward a couple. 1, 2, 3. So we're about here then, weren't we? There we go. So Leeds still in first place. Oh, Aaron's closing him in. Definitely closing him in. So Leeds, let's have a look at lap times. Leeds in 2:12 dead. Coming to the uphill section. This is how to race also himself, but you can see Aaron's really closing right in. Aaron on the 2:11.3. Hunting Leeds down. Oh, has Leeds gone very wide? Can Aaron make it sticky? He can. Oh, that's all it takes. Aaron's got in front in the Alpha. Leeds under pressure from Aaron for the first time. Can he make it and make a move? Oh, he gets it wrong there. That's just scrubbed a little bit more paint and speed off the Citroen. Even the braking very late, very tricky to come down here in the Citroen. Still hanging with Aaron. Oh, Aaron's driving really well there. Good driving, Aaron. Really quick through that section. And he's going to get it out just a bit too far ahead for the Citroen driver to get in the slipstream yet. Too much of a gap. So let's just go back through the field because I'm going to have another drinks break. I want to see if there's anyone close to each other. Let's go on board with Fubuki then while I have a quick drinks break. And we're back. Right, I just noticed that Blackie got a little half-second penalty. Oh, he's got it wrong. I just saw it. Yep, Toby's got it wrong as well. I just saw that in the background. He's going board of the Mercedes at the top of Crap Hill. Did he get it on the grass? Nope, doesn't get it on the grass. Oh, that's a strange. That is a really strange one. Not sure what happened there. He was braking straight. Strange place for the car to kick out. Nice and tidy, everything. That is a really, really strange one. What happened there, Toby? It's just allowed Crow back up to 8th place. Toby thrashing the rear of that car. Yep, let's Martin. Oh, that was good driving there. Let's Martin through the two Mercedes. Damaged car though from Toby. So it looks like Miguel is going in front of Berserk as well. Look at that Mercedes. What? 9th, 10th, 11th. It's got in front of Berserker here in 12th position. See if Berserker can make any impression on this pug. Oh! Miguel's gone wide, drifted onto the grass. So allowed Berserker and the pug to actually overtake someone. He does! There we go, we've seen it, everyone! The Peugeot off for a moment. Oh no, he's done it again, yes! He's overtaken someone. The Peugeot has overtaken a car. It doesn't matter that Miguel gets it wrong, he brakes far too late, goes into the kitty litter at that horrible left-hand turn at the end of the circuits, nearly spun it round, but we had it there, witness for everyone to see. A Peugeot overtook another car in a racing situation. How about that? The world's first, maybe. Is it me, or do my rear wheels actually look like they're cold? Maybe it's my eyesight, but it looks to me like my left rear has got a slight blue outline around it. And the right rear. I haven't got that on the front tyres. It looks like about. Can someone confirm if I'm just seeing things? But is it me or my rear wheels looking like they're cold? It's very faint. And I'm not sure if it's just a case of the grey of the track, but it would explain a lot. While I was struggling with the. Well, I wasn't struggling with the Peugeot. It just wasn't quick. That's the main thing about it. Anyway, right. Enough of me about Peugeots. Let's go back to the good stuff. Aaron here. Oh no, Aaron's tyres are about the same. Aaron here in first place. Mocking him for second. What's happened to Leeds? Leeds has dropped right off. He was in second place. He's going to lose this position as well to Tommy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, it's too far back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we're back here. So here we go. So the race is falling apart now for Leeds. Was it Aaron strikes again? Well, Aaron was in front of Leeds. So how, unless Leeds caught up and put Leeds and Aaron put Leeds off. I'm not sure how Leeds dropped back so far. But yeah, Leeds was gone from first down to fourth. Cuts a bit too much curb there. I'm not sure if the Citroen's going to like that. Coming down to this horrible sharp left. You want to go faster than it actually would let you. Oh, I mean when he yeah, I said earlier in the stream, James, I need to think up a law, the name of the law for it, as in like some sort of Murphy's law or something like that. The success of Aaron on track is inversely proportionate to how much he whinges. The more he whinges, the better he does. It's really quite annoying, and he whinged a lot this night, and hence he did really well. It's only when he's quiet he doesn't. Oh, I thought that Citroen got a bit of sideways movement on there. Nice line though from Leeds, I have to say. Anyway, speaking of Aaron, he's out here on his own. I wish this would still give me the live timings like it used to in GT Sport. I didn't realise how much of a good feature that was for race commentaries, having the live timings, but it does look to me like Mockings is reeling Aaron in a little bit. Oh, that's interesting. 9 minutes to go. Aaron's not got this all his own way. Let's have a look at the lap times then, see who's got the pace. So we've got Aaron's here doing 2:11.3. Tommy's done the fastest lap, 2:10.3. Oh, that's ridiculous. That's just ridiculous. Anyway, midnight here, Aaron, 2:11.3 is his fastest time. Mocking's got the pace, 2:11.1. Tommy's catching them both though, he's on 2:10.3. Got too far behind, I think, to make an impression. With, well, there they go, up the road. He's about 5 seconds behind those two, I'd say. Leeds is on the 2:12, so you can see the three in front are at least a second in front of in pace over Leeds here in fourth. Brucey 2:13s, Fubuki 2:11, well, nearly 2:12, but 2:11.9. Crow 2:12 in seventh. Toby 2:11. Oh, Toby's got good pace. Toby's got very good pace. So he's up to 8th place. Blackie's dropped back to 9th. Blackie's done a 2:14.2. What was Toby's? That was 2:11, wasn't it? Yeah. So Blackie 2:14s. Martin 2:14. Berserker. Oh, hang on a minute. Sorry about that, that was my daughter just phoned up. Always got time for my daughter. Anyway, yeah, you can see the Pug doing I mean, it's not, I have to say, this isn't the circuit I particularly like anyway, but 2:13.8. And we got 2:13 Miguel in the Mercedes. Welly Bob's doing 2:12.9s. So he's got the pace of Roadrunner 2:14s. So let's go back up front. Aaron with just over 5 minutes to go, holding that position over Mocking. Mocking's not really gained. You can literally see from the yard markers there, it's about 150 yards behind him, with the hard charging Tommy and the beautiful sounding looking Aston Martin closing. These boys could 2:10.2, a 2:10.2. He is on a mission, is Tommy. What a drive. He is literally reeling these cars in front of him. He's only got 4 minutes in which to do it. There's 2 laps at most, I guess. Beautiful drive here from Tommy. He's taking literally to the circuit to the extreme. Barely lifts off at that corner I was mentioned before. Nearly onto the grass. He is flying through this circuit. 0.03 of a second behind his fastest lap time. He is reeling Mockings in. Mockings is giving it all he can in that McGallop in front, but you can see, yeah, as Mockings scrapes the wall, that's just going to allow Tommy to get even closer now. Where's Fabuki in all of this? Fabuki is a bit too far off the pace. What's that? Is there a nice battle here? We've got Brucey. Oh, well, we did have a battle here. We were going to have a battle here. I thought Brucey was going to catch Fabuki, but unfortunately that little scrape from the young whippersnapper has just put Peyton potentially getting fourth or anything higher. In the meantime, just looking at the map, there's some battles brewing back here. As you can see back here, we've got Crow and, oh no, the Crow's obviously just had a penalty. I guess that was it. Yeah, here we go. 1 second penalty with Toby right behind. There he goes. So that's given Toby 7th place again. The Crow back now into 8th. Blackie's in 9th. Martin's in 10th. All sort of spread out down the main straight. Berserker in the Pug in 11th. Miguel, who's had a quite entertaining, frustrating race, in 12th. Welly Bob's in 13th. Roadrunner in 14th. So they're all, apart from Roadrunner, they're all there or thereabouts. But in the meantime, 3 minutes to go. Let's go back up front. Aaron just done his fastest lap time, which was a 2:11.1. So this is where the action is. Here we go. Mockings has not managed to close the gap on Aaron, and he's being caught here, hand over fist now. It's going to be in this, Tommy is going to be right in the slipstream of Mockings. Coming down the hill, coming down Crappy Hill, through this twisty, bow-like section. As we come down to this last, got to get this corner right. Oh, Mockings does, but Tommy got it perfect. He is right here now. Here on board with Tommy in the Aston Martin. Does Mocking try to block him? No, he doesn't. Back on board with Mockings. Tommy gets up into 2nd place. What a great drive Tommy's had. He's been up and down the field. 1.5 minutes to go, so the next, I think most people, apart from maybe Roadrunner, should be able to start another lap. Just before I leave this, you can see Tommy, he is catching Aaron in front. Oh, this is really interesting. So Bruce is on his own. Fabuki's catching Brucey. Hang on a minute, what happened there then? Because Brucey was just... Oh, that's what happens! Because I've just said about how Brucey was not going to catch Fabuki, because he made a mistake, but Fabuki gets it horribly wrong, smashes into the barrier. Oh my word, that was so spectacular. We need another look at that. It's not like Scott to make a mistake. He comes at the top of the hill, lifts, gets it wrong, smashes head first into the barrier, and most importantly, doesn't get it facing the wrong way at least. Got damage for the fun of it. So it has allowed Brucey to get back into 4th place. Oh, drama on the last lap. So Brucey has got in front of Scott, but Scott's got 1 lap to do something about it, and he's not that far behind. So in the meantime, we've got another battle here, 6th and 7th, with Leeds, who was in 1st place, seems to have dropped back for some reason in 6th. Toby was a bit naughty to Miguel earlier on in the race has come back through the field. He's got lead within his sights. Looking at the clock down the bottom left there, so we've got a minute to go. So I'm looking at the map again. I think most people should get another lap in. Because we've all come down the main straight and no one's really too far out of this. So who else have we got? What other battles have we got going? At the moment, Crow's on his own. He's the only one who's not really racing with anyone at the moment is Crow. Martin is on his own as well. And then we have Blackie and Berserker here. They're two old mates, the two old rivals. I think Blackie's a bit too far up the road though for Berserker to do anything about it. And so with 20 seconds to go, this will be the last lap. Miguel here in his Mercedes, probably steam coming out of his ears after the race he's had. He's not really racing anyone either. Welly Robin 13th, Ray Runner 14th, coming down. Is he going to make the last lap? Just see if he's going to make it across the line. I don't think he is. Is he? Here's a start finish straight there. So there we go. Roadrunner finishes in 14th. So let's go back up front. Let's go back up front. So Aaron's on his own in first place. Tommy Concrete is in second. Tommy's not managed to gain anything. Where's this guy? Let's go back a bit. Let's go back a bit. Because Tommy was really charging. Here we go. Let's go forward in Mockings. Here we go. Coming down to the crappy bit of the circuit. Tommy was on a charge. He didn't really have enough time to make any difference. He's not caught Aaron. Aaron's has done a very good last lap, that's for sure. Mocking's really firing that car coming down the hill. So where's Brucey? Here's Brucey. Fabuki's caught right back up. Oh, Fabuki's got it wrong in the same spot again. Oh, disaster for Fabuki. He's got it wrong in exactly the same place as he did the previous lap. Scott, oh my word. You did so well to catch back up. Gets it wrong again. Hits the other barrier this time. Oh, Scott. Oh, no, there's other cars coming behind as well. So who's that? That's Toby's going to get past. So Toby's got past Leeds as well. So we need to go and have a look at that. So how did Toby get past Leeds? So here we go. So this was where we left them. Toby's got a great drive here over Leeds in turn one. Mercedes versus Citroen down the first straight. Leeds tucks in behind Toby. Can he stick with him to the top of the hill? Oh no, he can't. That's lost it. Oh, I thought we were off into the barrier then. So let's go through everyone else before we go back to Aaron up front. So Martin's on his own. Blackie's a long way in front of Berserker. Well, not a long way, but he's too far ahead of Berserker for anything to happen. So let's go back up front then to the race leaders. Aaron, there he is in the Alpha, coming around the Falcon. I know it's not called the Falcon corner, but that's what I'm calling it. For the last time, down the main straight, we've got Tommy right behind him, who's been charging through the field. Look at those lap times from Tommy. The last 7 laps, 2:10s flat. What an effort from Tommy, but it's not been enough unless Aaron can make an error in his last couple of turns. You can see Tommy's maybe a lap, possibly 2. Would have been right in the tailpipes of Aaron here, but as it is, Aaron will win the race. What a great drive here from Aaron at Bathurst. Great run there. Aaron in first place. Tommy, superb drive in second. With Mockings there he is in third. Brucey coming into the final stadium complex, coming down here under the Armour All Bridge. Last corner, gets it right. It's going to finish in fourth place. Great drive there from Brucey is in fourth. Toby is in 5th place. But what was all of that? Hang on a second, hang on. What was that all about then? Why did Brucey suddenly pop back in to the screen? Did you see that? Let's go back to that. So there's Brucey up front. Did you see that on the screen? Brucey's crossed the line up in front. Here comes Toby in 5th place. There we go. Oh, I don't know what's going on. There is Brucey. Oh, it's weird. Anyway, so Toby's in 5th place. Fubuki is in 6th place. Did he get position back from Leeds on the last lap? He did, you know. What happened to... Oh, Leeds had a penalty. So Leeds had a penalty, which is just allowed... Oh, here we go. Fubuki was such a drive at the last... On the last lap on the last straight. Gets Leeds at the main straight. So Fubuki will finish in 6th place. Coming down to the last corner, here we go, we know what happens here. So, Brucey 4th, Toby 5th, Fubuki 6th, Leeds in 7th, The Crow in 8th, Martin in 9th, Blackie with a penalty is in 10th, I think, it's too far ahead of Berserker, Blackie in 10th, Berserker in 11th, Miguel in 12th, and Welly Bob in 13th place, with Roadrunner already finished in 14th. And there you have it. Great night's entertainment. It's great fun to be part of. Thank you very much, James, for sorting this evening out. Hope to be part of many more, and hope to see you all again soon. Thanks very much for watching. See you later. Bye.